We're here at Disney's Riviera Resort to figure out if the brunch here is worth the hefty price tag. To figure out definitively if this was worth it, I'm going to be judging the restaurant on 3 criteria: food, character interactions, and atmosphere. But let's cover some basics first. Topolino's Terrace is located in Disney's Riviera Resort. It's a character meal where you can meet some classic Disney friends, and it's a prix-fixe menu, which that in and of itself makes this a really unique character dining experience. Since this character meal opened with the restaurant, it's an incredibly immersive experience and completely unlike some of the other character dining options around Disney World. You can get to Topolino's Terrace by taking a Disney bus, driving, or taking the Disney Skyliner, because this is one of the resorts that is connected to the Disney Skyliner. What's also fantastic about that, especially if you get an earlier breakfast at Topolino's, is that you can then be one of the first people into Epcot or Hollywood Studios by jumping on over to the Skyliner. If you're driving to the restaurant and you have a dining reservation, you can park there for free, no problem, because usually parking is only reserved for overnight resort guests. However, if you're planning on taking the Skyliner to Topolino Terrace, the Skyliners don't start running until about an hour before the park opens. So keep that in mind as you are booking your reservations. But we got some food to eat and some characters to meet before we think about popping into a theme park. The restaurant is located at the top of the resort on the left side if you're coming in through the lobby. But we did have a little bit of an obstacle because
Whoa, going down.
the elevators weren't running until about 7:45, but our reservation was before that. Fortunately, a kind cast member helped us figure out what was going on, and a short detour later, we were ready for our experience. Topolino Terrace is one of my favorite Disney World restaurants. I come here all the time for dinner. However, we haven't been here for breakfast in like 3 years. So I'm interested to see if it truly lives up to the expectation and the hype that we've placed on this. Now, this character breakfast is a little bit different than some of the other ones around Disney World. This is a seated, plated breakfast as opposed to character breakfasts that are buffets, which is the option around most of the property. The Riviera Resort is one of the newest Disney resorts, and this restaurant specifically is a signature dining experience in the evening, meaning it's one of the nicest at Disney World. And fortunately, that carries over into the breakfast as well. The restaurant is spacious and light and airy, leaving plenty of room for character experiences, and that incredible quality of food for dinner, that carries over as well for breakfast, which is a really good thing because price right now for adults is $49 per adult, but what you get for that in addition to the character meet and greets is a prix-fixe menu where you get select beverages, a bread and pastry basket, as well as an entree of your choice. But our super kind and awesome cast member, Sarah from Minnesota, got us a little taste of a waffle as well because I wanted something a little sweet to go with our steak and eggs. Both Aaron and I ordered the steak and eggs and they are delicious. That's one thing about the restaurant here for both breakfast and dinner, but it's especially noticeable at breakfast, and that is the upscale nature of the food. This is really good quality food. Basic drinks are included in the price, things like coffee, water, juice, even a bog juice, which we had to get. But for an additional charge, there are some specialty drinks like cocktails and specialty coffees like this French press we got, as well as my vanilla latte because I love me a vanilla latte. This is one of the hardest to get dining reservations. So make sure that when your dining window opens for your trip, which is 60 days before the first day of your trip, you are ready to book this. Now, if you're staying at a Disney resort, you can actually book for the entire length of your stay up to 10 days. Most dining reservations will open at 6 a.m. Eastern time. Although you can use my favorite Disney dining hack, which is actually how I got us reservations for this experience, and that is to check on reservations the night before or even the day of, because oftentimes people will cancel their reservations last minute, which frees up reservations, especially for some hard to get restaurants. The theme of this breakfast is breakfast a la art. So our favorite Disney friends are dressed in their artistic refinery.
Introduce to you our sculptor in residence, Signore Donald Duck. A warm welcome to our painter in residence, Signore Mickey Mouse.
And they are so fun to interact with. These have been amazing character interactions. I never felt rushed. I saw characters multiple times. There's even a cute little dance around the restaurant that happens about once an hour. Yes, baby. And of course, their adorable outfits are just the icing on top. I think that this is probably some of the best character interaction I've ever had. Actually, the whole restaurant really gives luxurious upscale aesthetic to it. So it's a little bit different than, say, getting a character meal at like Chef Mickey's, which airs a little bit more on the chaotic side, let's say. And as if the awesome character interactions and amazing food weren't enough, there is a spectacular view here at Topolino's Terrace. You cannot miss coming out on the terrace and getting a bird's eye view of Disney World. You can see into Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and tons of Disney resorts. So I'm giving this restaurant an 8 out of 10 for atmosphere, but the character interactions as well, that will be 9 out of 10. So overall, very high score for Riviera Resort. Now, the whole reason we came to Topolino Terrace this morning was to celebrate. I have reached 1,000 subscribers on this channel and my mind is absolutely blown. I am so humbled by everyone who has shown up to watch a video or left a comment or subscribed. It is so incredible and overwhelming. And what I'm most excited about is that this is going to enable me to show up in even more and better ways for you, because my whole passion, my whole goal with this channel is to provide you information and tips so that you can make the most of your next Disney vacation and ultimately make magical memories that will last you a lifetime. I am so grateful for this. I cannot even begin to express how thrilled I am. Thank you. And as always, and in case you're new here, I'm Molly, and I'll meet you on Main Street.